I'm the kind of person who can either go weeks without reading or finish 15 books in a month. This July, I decided to be the second kind. So, I'm starting a soft reading challenge, 1 book a day for 7 days. Before starting the challenge, I visited my favorite second-hand bookstore. I exchanged some of my old books for new ones. Just being here fills me with joy. There's something magical about holding a book that already had a life before yours. I had 81 pages left in this book, a collection of essays on general topics. Some were reflective and calm, others felt too abstract or too disconnected to care about. To be honest, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. It just felt like reading someone else's bathing salts, without really being invited in. Still, I decided to finish it today. Not to rush it, but to begin this challenge gently, by closing something already open. It took me an hour, and I'm glad I gave it that time. Even books we don't love completely can hold a sentence or two that stay with us. But overall, I'd give it a 2 out of 10. Not because it was terrible, just not for me. Book name, Words in Wasted Time, written in Arabic. The second book I chose for this challenge was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I had already read the first 20 pages a while ago, but this time I committed to finishing it. My reading pace was slow, maybe because I haven't read English novels in a while. And at first I was confused. I didn't know who was who or what exactly was going on. But somewhere around page 80, it all started to click and the fog cleared and I was in. I took breaks every 50 pages, breathing between chapters. The story kept pulling me back in, especially in the second half. It was tense, chilling, and so cleverly written. The ending, unbelievable, classic Agatha. It took me about 5 hours and 15 minutes to finish it, but I enjoyed every minute. My final rating, 9 out of 10. I truly loved it. Wednesday was a packed day. I had work, assignments to submit, and my JoJo training, so all I managed to do was choose the books I'll continue the challenge with. The first 2 books were already started, so I didn't have to pick them, but now it was time to choose. I tried my best to go for books with less than 250 or 200 pages. I needed to choose 3 Arabic books and 2 English, and here are my Arabic books. I'm really excited to read Qais and Layla. As for the English books, I tried, but all I had was a drama with around 120 pages, and the first part of Harry Potter, the shortest English book I own, and also the easiest. I think it will be fun, so that works too. Not reading a book today doesn't mean I failed. The goal of this whole challenge is to return to reading after a long break, and to read 7 books in 7 days, so I'm still on track. Today, I had to read 2 books to get back on track. The first choice was Diaries of a Hen, a short novel, around 158 pages. As the title says, it's the Diaries of a Hen, presenting the basics of sociology in a very simple way. The idea was good and the language was beautiful, but it reminded me of a phrase I once heard. Some books are highly rated for their idea, message, language, and purpose, yet they don't offer a truly impactful reading experience. That left me wondering why. And I couldn't easily decide how to rate it, but eventually I settled on 7 out of 10. It was good, but I wouldn't read it again. Still, it was a lovely experience. The book was used and it had a few notes from its previous owner. It's a beautiful feeling, seeing that this exact sentence had once stopped someone in their tracks while reading. The second book of the day was a drama by Bernard Shaw, Arms and the Man. It was a part of our school's curriculum, and honestly, I hated it. Everything about it annoyed me, the characters, the tone, even the main idea. But I wanted to reread it on my own, to see if it was really as bad as I remembered from school. And honestly, I was shocked, because I actually liked it, which I never expected. I loved the characters, especially Luca, and I truly enjoyed the end. I lost track of time and had so much fun. Even though I thought it would feel heavy at first, sometimes experiencing something you once hated under different conditions make it feel like something entirely new, and you won't know until you try. My final rating, 8 out of 10. I went to my grandma's house, and there I decided to change the book I had planned to read, choosing one that felt so heavy yet so smooth. It didn't have many pages, but it held so much information that I couldn't keep going for too long. I didn't have much time to read, and I was really tired, so that was the progress for today, just 49 pages. Even though I wanted to read more today to make up for yesterday, and then I just couldn't. Am I starting to give up? Will I fail to finish this challenge the way I hope to? Honestly, I don't know. That day I only read a few pages at night after training, even though I was completely exhausted. Maybe choosing this book wasn't the best idea, but at the same time, I'm glad I picked it for this challenge. I don't think I would have had the courage or energy to read it otherwise. I want to build my ability to read scientific books in general. So overall, I think it was worth it. But because of this choice, I had to adjust a few things. I needed a short story to break the weight of the day and help me catch up again. So I chose this one, Journey to the Center of the Earth. I found it by chance between my books. A simplified version I once tried reading as a child, but never finished. It ended quickly, and maybe because it was simplified, I didn't enjoy it much. I found many parts unrealistic and the story didn't feel satisfying. I gave it 2 out of 10 stars, and I still haven't finished the main book. This was supposed to be the final day of the challenge, but today was the opening day of the book fair. And since I was going, I thought I'd take you along with me. Not at all because I hadn't finished the challenge yet, of course. I arrived earlier than expected, so I decided to read a little before going in. I started this new play and it was incredibly exciting. Journey to Tomorrow. The fair was amazing this year. And honestly, one day it wasn't nearly enough to explore everything. After coming back home, only had a few pages left in the play, and I finished it. Then I returned to the main book, determined to finish it too, and when I did, I couldn't believe it.